The prophecy of the birth of Christ. Night settled over Jerusalem with a hush so deep it felt like the city was holding its breath. In the quiet halls of the temple, the old priest Zechariah lit a lamp and walked slowly toward the inner court. His joints ached. Age had turned his strength into memory. Yet hope, ancient hope, had never fully died in him. Israel waited for a Messiah. Every generation had whispered the promise. Every prophet had added a brushstroke to the portrait of the coming one. As Zechariah placed incense on the glowing coals, something stirred, air shifting where no breeze blew, light rising where no torch burned. He lifted his head. A figure stood before him, shining like dawn breaking through iron clouds. "Do not be afraid, Zechariah." The voice shook the old man's bones. Gabriel, the messenger who spoke to Daniel centuries before, had come again. And he brought news that sounded impossible. A child would be born, a forerunner, a voice preparing the way for the Lord himself. Zechariah trembled. How can this be? Gabriel's answer carried the weight of heaven. I stand in the presence of God. Meanwhile, far from the temple courts, another prophecy was taking shape in a quiet village north of Jerusalem. A young woman named Mary, humble, unseen, living a life small in the eyes of the world, knelt in her home as evening shadows kissed the walls. Then the same light broke in. "Mary," Gabriel said, "you have found favor with God. You will bear a son. You will call him Jesus." Her breath caught. She knew the scriptures, Isaiah's promise of a virgin conceiving, of a child who would be called Mighty God, of a kingdom without end. And now the prophecy lived inside her. Not a story, not a scroll, a heartbeat. Mary bowed her head, courage steady as stone. "Let it be to me according to your word." Outside, the night sky shone with the same stars Abraham once counted, each one a witness to God's unfolding plan. The long-awaited Messiah had not yet entered the world, but the dawn had begun, quietly, humbly, in the faith of a young woman and the trembling awe of an old priest. Prophecy was no longer distant. It was moving, breathing, growing, and soon, in Bethlehem's shadowed fields, heaven would split open with song.